Just got announced that Uber got hacked into. This is probably the second sort of big breach that I've noticed. Probably about a month ago, Twilio announced that they also got hacked into. So this is like happening to some really big companies that have, these companies would have their own security team and yet they're still getting hacked into. How is this happening? Often in both of these instances, in the ones that I've seen sort of with Uber and also with Twilio, this has been happened because a staff member was accidentally probably clicked on a link and it's been a phishing type email or some sort of phishing type process that's actually occurred. Uber instance, it looked multi-factor authentication code into a fake link. Once the hacker's been able to get access to this information, they've been able to log in, and in Uber's instance, they've got access to their VPN. Once they've got into their VPN, they've got access to a number of their internal systems. What looks like what's happened recently, and I guess this Uber thing is playing out right now, they've got access to their internal systems. Inside of their internal systems, they were actually storing some of their security keys. They've been able to use those security keys to then get access to their Amazon Web Services infrastructure, as well as a number of other things. Looking at some of the screenshots, and you can go through Twitter and you can see sort of the screenshots that the hackers actually displayed online. They've got access to what looks like a fair amount of internal infrastructure inside of Uber. Uber's come out and sort of they stated that at this stage, and this was about 3 hours ago, they stated that no customer information has been leaked. The screenshots that I've seen here can show they've even been able to get access to some of their billing information. Some screenshots that actually show you the P&L spending of inside of Uber. You can see here how much money they're spending on some of their expenses and things like conference training, how much money they're spending on hotels. Over this period, it says they spent $14.3 million just on hotels. So this is like pretty confidential information that's been leaked. Security breaches can happen to any company. Everyone needs to take security sort of super important. So there's lots of learnings. You're reading through this, like probably the thing that could have helped Uber is using multi-factor authentication and moving away from using SMS and email for multi-factor authentication and going to sort of maybe a more physical device. Now, having a physical device, to use that to be able to log into different systems, a hacker cannot sort of intercept that particular device using that. That becomes a lot more challenging and it's a lot more painful, particularly for large companies where you've got thousands of staff members. You know, if they lose that particular device, it means that they have to get it recreated to go and get access to get back into their system. So it's a lot more painful to manage that from a multi-factor authentication point of view. But I think this is what many companies are going to have to go down the path, looking and sort of spending a lot of time from a risk point of view of where are the risks that we're seeing inside of our business from a security point of view. If your business isn't thinking about these things, whether you're big or small, I think now's the time to start thinking about it and what are the impacts of having a security breach. I think over the next days, we're going to start to see a lot more sort of unwind from what's happened inside of Uber. This breach really is going to be. So time will tell.